Welcome, everybody. Hi, Angela.
Hello.
How is everybody doing today? Good to see people joining in. Welcome to our special live stream that we're doing today. If you are new and you care to, you can say hello. Sandy, welcome. Amy, Crystal.
Hello from New York. All right. I'm tired today.
All right. Well, glad you're here, Angela.
Yeah.
Nice to see you again. Hello, Laura. So we'll just give a few minutes and let people join in, and then we'll get started and dive deeper. Welcome, Veronica, Joan from Ireland. Amazing. Hi, Roseanne. Welcome back. Glad to see you again. From Indianapolis. So I am Natalie, spiritual life coach and Reiki Master Teacher living in Mexico. And I'm here with my special friend and fellow collaborator, I guess you could say, Alicia Bliss. So
Hello, everyone. So great to be here. Thank you for having me join and
you're welcome.
being a part of Insight community. Insight Timer community is amazing, and to be a part of your life and to be in Mexico, quite amazing. So yeah, glad to be here.
Awesome. Hi, Andrea. Can y'all hear us okay? Let me know.
Thumbs up.
So, great.
Great.
So today we are going to be having like a time where we're going to talk and discuss, and then we're going to jump into the Reiki. We're going to have a bit of time, maybe 15 minutes or so, where we're channeling the Reiki. I forgot that usually this time of day this occurs. Hi, J.E.
Hi, J.E. Andrea. Hi, Andrea.
There is noises around, so if that occurs, we just get to be with it. And maybe it's meant to drown us out because we're meant to stop talking. But yeah, we'll go with the flow. So yeah, we'll have a period of time where we'll dive a bit deeper into sharing and into if anyone has questions, of course. And then we'll dive into four-hand Reiki, which means two people giving Reiki, four hands. So, and we'll answer any questions about that. And yeah, so anybody have any questions so far? Going once, going twice? Or just ask anytime. Yeah, so glad to have everybody here today. Happy to have Alicia here with me as always. We've gone live a few times over a few years now. It's actually been about exactly a year that we went live together last time. Wow. We were in Bali for the Balinese New Year and had a great live session. So yeah, it's been a year. We've also done a couple other live streams as well. So I thought Alicia's here visiting and that it would be fun for us to do this again. So welcome, Sam.
Hi, Sam.
Yeah, so Alicia, I want to create who Alicia is for me and in the world. And just give you a very brief background because it's special. It's pretty cool and special. So we met over 20 years ago when we worked at the same health center, holistic healing center. I as a colon hydrotherapist, Alicia as a yoga teacher and naturopath and holistic health practitioner. If I can, is that accurate?
Yep,
all
that's
of those
all
things?
accurate.
Okay. And as well as Alicia's a Reiki practitioner. So Alicia is an identical twin, so I had the privilege of working closely with Alicia and her twin Allie as well. Alicia's been a bright light in my life that our lights were far apart for a long time,
Yeah.
but still connected by the internet and by proximity when I would visit South Carolina a couple times over many years. We would connect. And it wasn't until 2 years ago-ish that we've reconnected, and that's a story in and of itself. But yeah, I really admire Alicia for the courage that she has and embodied when she chose to leave her life a few years ago and venture out and follow her heart's call to move to Asia, basically, and live the lifestyle that I've been living now for almost 12 years. So I just really acknowledge her courage, her following her intuition. I still remember getting a message from her out of nowhere and like, hey, I'm thinking of moving to Thailand and teaching English was the dream at the time. And that she was just open, flexible in following the flow of intuition. And what I love about that is it's like we think we know what the journey's going to be, and we think we have an idea of what that means. And then I know I've experienced it, and that she has, and I imagine many of you have as well, of like, oh, I think it's going to look like this. I think this is what I'm meant to do. I think this is what it's supposed to be. And that starts the journey.
Right.
But then once you take the step, then in the next step, then things can completely change and totally unfold in a different way. And that can take faith and courage and trust and surrender. So I really admire and acknowledge Alicia for her faith and trust and surrender in this process.
Thank you. Well,
yeah.
I certainly couldn't have done it without that reaching out to you. That was probably the move that universe and I co-created to really help the journey to unfold the way it did in the most perfectly imperfect, unplanned sort of journey. Yeah, so that conversation that we had, me knowing, or getting that message of knowing to reach out to Natalie because I'd been so inspired by her just taking off from her heart and going to Asia and seeing her in Bali, and I just always I just thought, wow, she did it, man. And so when I had the break in my life and a chance to really do something that was live in my heart center, I reached out to this light being, and it was just like from there, just wow, unfolded.
And here we are.
Yeah, and to go a little bit into what she said about the planning, it's I thought the only way I could do it was to go and teach English as a second language in Thailand, because certainly I couldn't keep my clientele and, the time change, and how would I keep everybody going? And she was right there to say, nope, don't do that. In fact, your career is exactly what it's a gift, and it's just go with it and see how it goes. And so I didn't teach English, and thank God for that. Woo!
Which there's nothing wrong with
No,
that.
of course
and that's
not. It's just
an
not-
amazing thing for some people.
Yeah, it's an amazing thing, and it was something that I'm really glad that I have in my back pocket as I continue to be a nomadic traveler and sort of hack this way of living, and lifestyle. So wonderful, but it would have kept me from experiencing what I did, and which was a completely unfolded, amazing. I call it a magic carpet ride that I got to. In 12 months, I went to over 10 countries.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I saw it, but I didn't count.
I know, right?
I was there for some of it.
Yep, and we continue to meet up with Natalie, and we lived in, she took me to India for the first time, which was, intimidating. It was all so intimidating at first, and but stepping over that fear gate and stepping into just my yes, we're doing this. It's amazing. It's unfolded incredibly well, and that we're still connected is just awesome. So.
And I was saying yesterday, wow, I never thought we'd be here in Mexico doing this, and she was like, how many times have we said that?
We've said it quite a few times. A few times.
So
20 years ago, imagining, just brick and mortar and the beginning of our careers as a naturopath and colon hydrotherapy and new marriage and all the things, right, that we were in that life, and to see us now just unfolded and willing to just live from our hearts.
Yeah.
Amazing.
And one of the best things we've gotten to do, speaking of living from the heart, is which another thing that was like, I never thought we'd be doing this together, is in November we went and visited Michael Singer at his Temple of the Universe near Gainesville, Florida. And Michael Singer was somebody that very early on when we reconnected, that we both were like, oh my God, we both love Michael Singer like equally. So that was such a gift to be able to experience that together. We took a road trip, and so.
And we didn't plan too much. I mean, we didn't know how we were going to get there. We manifested a car. We
totally.
met up with Inside Timer clients and friends. It was a beautiful experience.
Yeah.
And got to be with him. Yeah.
Totally. Hi, Vanessa. Hi, Cynthia. Who else maybe has joined in? Welcome everybody. So does anybody not know who Michael Singer is? Hi, Varsha. Welcome.
Hello, Cynthia.
If you know me, you know who Michael Singer is. But I brought these handy flashcards from his place. So he's the author of Untethered Soul. So many of you on the journey know who he is from that book. His memoir, Surrender Experiment, and Living Untethered. So I thought it would be fun because we were talking about what we would do today, and it came up about doing like what I normally do is a collective card reading. So I said, well, we're not doing that, but hey, let's draw a Michael Singer card. Actually, Alicia, would you like to do it?
Love to. Yes.
Alicia will, and I always say this, it's like his voice is coming through, like he's having a voice in this live stream when his quote comes through the card. So
love it.
Yeah, let's see what he has to say.
Okay.
Would you like to read it?
Sure. That which is holding you down can become a powerful force that raises you up. You just have to be willing to take the ascent. Wow. That which is holding you down can become a powerful force that raises you up. You just have to be willing to take the ascent.
Who's willing? Who's willing to take the ascent? Who's committed to take the ascent? We were talking about that.
Yes.
Yeah. All of those energies, the samskaras,
Yes, Cynthia.
right. the resistance, the clinging, the attachment, the preference, all of that holds us down. So
Yes.
we get to be willing to relax and release, surrender, trust, allow, and then we'll naturally rise. That's what untethered soul means. It's like the soul is tethered to all that shit. And then when we let go, the soul is untethered and it can ascend.
Yes. And when you can also find those attachments and those uncomfortable discomfort inside of you as a gift that's showing you what's still there, and your willingness to continue to work, and your commitment to continue to work on these samskaras and attachments that are holding you back, that's when you rise. That's when you really can rise up, is that when you're really working in that moment, and really feeling into when you're triggered or these things come up and you notice you're just so stuck in preferences and discomfort. Yeah, that's when you can find that as being the gift. That's when you can rise up and start to let it go. And you just have to you just have to be willing to take the ascent. Yeah, the up.
A quote that I'm working with this year that I've said many times in here is, nothing is worth holding on to. Nothing is worth holding on to.
No.
I get to remind myself of that.
Oh, the best and the worst of it, right?
Totally.
Yeah.
Hi, Mishi. So I also didn't say, and Alicia mentioned it, she is a teacher here on Insight Timer, so please give her a follow, as well as me if you feel called. You can give a donation. You can donate to her as well through the app. You can follow us everywhere we are. Alicia has courses. She has meditations, and she has gone live teaching yoga, and very well received here on Insight Timer. So if you feel called to follow her.
Yeah, I love to share a sequence in class that I call Deep Stretch. It's really just for everyone, and it's amazing for just releasing tension in the lower body and back, and it's just a floor practice that's just really sweet, and we can go very deep into that space with breathing techniques and all of that. So it's what I really enjoy going live. I enjoy going live with Natalie, but other than that, I really love teaching the yoga practice that I lead. So, and yeah, if you follow me, you'll be notified when that happens. I try to do once a week, but when I am traveling, and sometimes as we travel solo, the space that we have doesn't always allow me to set up for yoga. So, but yeah, definitely sharing that is special. So.
Great.
Yeah.
So Mishi, you've done Alicia's deep stretch
great.
class.
It was awesome. Oh, perfect. Yes. I will get back to it in the very, very soon.
Great. Yeah. I want to join too. I've wanted to, so maybe this is my
there you go
intention to make it happen. So yeah.
Nice. Running on to gripping club. Yes.
Great point.
True. Very true. Yes, the body is the body mimics the mind. Yep. Gripping, holding.
Totally.
Yep. Tension. It's all stored in the body, and there is so much release and gift when you can open and able to receive. Yeah, it's beautiful, Cynthia.
So, we were talking, she just arrived yesterday here in Ajijic and Mexico, where we are, and we've, been on this journey of feeling into what we're going to co-create and collaborate together with as far as hosting a retreat. And it's been an evolutionary process as we evolved and have been evolving. So yeah, we are feeling into the details of having a retreat here in Ahihik. That will be the energy in this. Actually, I'd like to ask Alicia, please,
Mm-hmm.
can you share your experience of being here so far?
Yes, well, and I the saying I just arrived yesterday, but dropping into this place is it was very easy to do. Just feels like and you I said ah hee hee and Natalie said ah hee hee and that really I felt into that because it's just been a real exhale. I've been traveling or been with my family for a couple of weeks now in another part of Mexico, and this particular part of Mexico really was just lower LA. If you know Cabo, that's where I was. My parents go there, and we celebrated my mother's birthday there with all of my family. It was lovely, but to come here from there was just perfect. I felt like I dropped into Mexico, and then this really sweet energy of the water and the mountains, and just this just calmness that's here. It's really quaint. It's really quiet.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's sleepy yet. I haven't. I've only slept one night here. I haven't been around long enough, but just beautiful, beautiful murals everywhere. The plant life is gorgeous. So yes, I could see creating a very sweet experience here that we could share with people that are up for just really getting an experience that is Mexico, that is, just kind of the roots of what makes this place really beautiful. And it feels really safe, and it feels like just a nice little spot that not everybody knows about, which is a good thing.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I could absolutely see that.
Great.
And I think I would love to attend a retreat wherever it's created. Great, Cynthia. Yeah, we will too. We will love to to create a retreat wherever it's created. No.
Well,
But Sandy had a question.
Okay, do you want to answer that question, Alicia?
Sandy, yes, I'll answer. Do you believe that flexibility in the body increases the mind and soul? I absolutely do. That I believe from studying yoga for 22 years is it's the embodiment of the practice of the soul. It's how we continue asana, which is the Sanskrit name for the physical practice of yoga, is how we embody flexibility, deep flexibility in the soul and mind. It is a way that we can start. It's a great way to start, and I think the yogis that the beginning of what yoga was a seated meditation, and so that was fine for a while until the body went into atrophy or needed to move and stretch. And so once the yogis realized that was such a important part of the whole holistic part of this healing modality, then that's where asana came in, and that is absolutely 100%. I believe that flexibility is a part of the healing, the deep soul mind body healing. Yes.
Great.
So that's my answer. Thank you, Sandy, for that question. It's great.
Awesome. So hey, Melinda. So as far as the retreat goes, we will be getting clear on details in the near future. If you want to be notified of that, please send me a private message. And here, wherever I am online, you can find me. Reach out. We'll put you on a list, and we'll keep you informed. And we're thinking a very, relaxed, slow, low-key experience here in Ahihik, because that's the energy here, and so very conducive to that. So if you're wanting to relax, unwind, go deep, using spiritual practices and tools also, and get an immersion in Mexico feel free to send us a message or send me, her, whoever, either of us. So
That's a good question on the spelling of the location.
Yes.
You'll have to type it out for us.
Yeah.
I think that's an interesting, yes, the word, I think it's important to think about retreat, because we're not, retreats don't work if you're retreating from your life. Like that, what we would encourage you to do in our retreating is from a present moment in the flow experience of, yes, we will be here to guide you through practices that we believe will take you, will help you into a deeper sense of self, but really coming to a place in a trusted, safe community that we hold a container in is just going to help you to do some of this deep work, not retreat from your life. Like, I feel like that oftentimes doesn't work, and Michael Singer has spoken into this many times, is we can't escape from life, right? Life is our guru, life is our teacher. And so I think what we can bring in a different spin on retreat is not going to be this cookie cutter experience of this more just escaping from your life. It's more being in your life and really giving yourself a chance to slow down, embody your experience. So
be with a capital B.
Be with a capital B.
And the great thing about this location too, just the ease of getting here, it's just nothing.
So important,
it's like so close to Guadalajara, the international airport. You're just here in like 30 minutes or so from the airport, and it's a hub, so that's also nice. So,
yes.
Yeah.
And you don't have to go through the whole getting a visa. We've been to many, for most people, yes,
on where
true,
you're from.
true. But and other countries have quite an extensive process for that, and are harder to get to for a lot of our clientele. So Mexico is, it's beautiful here.
Yes.
All right.
So, any other questions, comments before we move into the Reiki? Anybody? Or you have anything you want to say? Anything else?
No, I think we covered it. Yeah, just
okay.
Yeah, not being afraid to use what's holding you down as the chance to rise up. I want to go back. I just feel like that's such a beautiful setting of the tone of maybe even our Reiki,
the Michael Singer
the
quote.
Michael Singer quote that we got today. Just the willingness to receive and to rise up to your greatest potential, and
beautiful. So, is there anybody here who has never experienced Reiki in any form, or any energy healing in any form? Anybody brand new to that, or maybe not done at distance, or in a live stream setting, or if you're watching the YouTube recording after? So this will be uploaded on my YouTube channel as a video. You can watch the replay if you need to leave or whatever. So great. So I just want to share a bit about intentions. So you can have whatever intention you want to receive, the Reiki for specifically. I know somebody mentioned like pain earlier that they were experiencing. And that's fine. You can have like a specific intention, and also, the way the Reiki works is your higher self, your body, mind, spirit actually draws the Reiki in. We are just channels. We just open for it to flow through. We don't give it to you. We don't push it on you. I mean, that's not possible for, because we all have free will. So if your higher self wants to draw it in, it will draw it in to exactly where it needs to go for your best and highest good. You might think it's, I need this Reiki for this right now, but you don't have the whole picture because you're a human in the 3-dimensional experience. So your higher self we'll draw it in exactly where it needs to go, physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, based on that. So, my invitation always is just, be open, sure, have an intention, and also be open to more, be open to all possibilities for this Reiki healing. And again, your higher self draws it in the way that's perfect for you. Hi, Kathy. Good to see you. For your pet, yeah, we can definitely bring in the energy for that. For other people, that's a little more detailed and not so simple, but I would say, for pets, and you're the pet owner of the pet, I get a yes for that, for sure. So, yeah, sorry to hear that about your parrot. And I know birds can be very, special pets, and they live such a long time. So, yeah.
Amazing.
Anybody else have any other questions? Yay! Oh, beautiful. Love that. All right. So like I said, we will channel the Reiki, 15-ish minutes, maybe a little bit shorter, maybe a little bit longer. My invitation for everyone here is that you get really present and intentional to receive this, that you give, I want to use the word respect, like give life the respect of being present, give yourself that respect, give this space and the energy, the respect to receive, which means paying full attention, really being present, paying attention, being mindful, being open, being very intentional to receive, because every moment's sacred. Life is sacred. Every moment is, and the invitation here is to also, hold this moment as very sacred, because, we never know about anything ever. No moment is guaranteed. An earthquake could hit this building this second or whatever, like anything can happen. So, yeah, just being really intentional and present. So, you want to add anything, Alicia, or not?
No, I think you really, hit everything that I would say. Yeah, just being open, open to receive, and open for the experience of whatever it is. Let's, letting your mind sort of maybe, trying to, like the image in Michael Singer says, put your head on the table for a minute, and just really like feel into your heart center and this moment. Drop in.
Great.
Yeah.
Hi, Phoebe. So I'm sorry to hear about your daughter's stomach. It depends on the age of your daughter, as far as channeling Reiki to other people. If they're young, as if they're a child, like that's one thing. And other than that, for me in this space, I can channel to people who are, voluntarily wanting to receive it. So that's the way that works.
Yeah.
It's a great point. And
That's a good point.
thank you for asking. So awesome.
It's sort of like our, not necessarily getting permission, but also just being, the energy is, to be received. Okay.
All right. Hey, Jessica, welcome. Also, at the end, I will say an ancestral clearing prayer, and that's what I usually do for in my weekly live streams where I do the Reiki. So we will, towards the end of the Reiki, I will say that out loud. If you like these prayers, they are on my meditations here in Insight Timer. You can check them out, the Master Prayer and the Comprehensive Abundance Prayer. So that's something that I have learned from my teacher, John Newton. It's a powerful practice. So, yeah. All right. Glasses off for me means I can't see shit, so I can't see what you're saying. So I'll respond after.
I can be our eyes too.
Yeah. So everybody can close their eyes, settle in, paying attention, being present, being mindful. If you again have an intention that you want to bring into this Reiki, you're welcome to do so. Knowing everything we've shared about setting up the space and having the intentions. And we will, Alicia might feel to say something or not, and I might also, so we'll just follow our impulses as to if we want to say anything during the Reiki time or not. So just relaxing, receiving, opening. Deepening the breath, relaxing the body.
Palms open as a gesture to receive.
I'll speak an ancestral clearing prayer out loud. If you care to receive it, just be open to receive. Infinite Creator, source of all that is, we love you. Thank you for loving us. We humbly ask that you open, bless, expand, lead, guide, and direct us into your perfect light, love, and life, and always, completely, now and forever, please and thank you. For everyone hearing my voice right now, all of our family members, all of our relationships, all of our ancestors and all of their relationships through all relevant time, space, and dimension. For all hurts, wrongs, judgments, and burdens, physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, sexual, and financial, through thought, word, or deed, please help us all forgive each other, forgive ourselves, forgive all people, and all people forgive us. Completely and totally, please and thank you. For all suicide, incest, murder, rape, abortion, infidelity, and miscarriage through thought, word, or deed, please help us all forgive each other, forgive ourselves, forgive all people, and all people forgive us completely and totally, please and thank you. For all times we abandoned or were abandoned, withheld love or had love withheld, weren't nurtured, loved, supported, and cherished, and times we didn't nurture, love, support, or cherish others. Please help us all forgive each other, forgive ourselves, forgive all people, and all people forgive us completely and totally, please and thank you. For all times our boundaries weren't honored, and times we didn't honor others' boundaries. For all alcohol and drug abuse, mental illness, and the effects it had on us, especially children and spouses. For all times we felt we weren't enough, when we tried to earn or learn our value in family, relationships, and life. For all empathetic hurts and wrongs, and all that we made it mean about ourselves, life, love, and family. For all let down in our lives and lineages. For the times we turned our back on the Creator God in all name and form. Help us forgive all people forgive us. Help us all forgive ourselves, please and thank you. Infinite Creator, for the highest good, please lift out all weight, pain, burden, sin, death, debt, negativity, spells, hexes, curses, black magic, white magic, guilt, fear, shame, unworthiness, and limitation of all kind. Transform it into your love and let your love flow back in and through us, filling and giving us all complete peace now and forever. Please and thank you, please and thank you, please and thank you. Please help us love and bless each other, love and bless ourselves. Be at peace with each other and at peace with ourselves. Please and thank you, please and thank you, please and thank you. So be it done. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So if you'd like to slowly, gently, easily bring yourself back to a wakeful state, or you can stay in this energy as long as you feel to. You want to start slowly, gently, easily moving the body, letting the eyes float open, just no rushing, just as the eyes open, having them remain unfocused. And before coming fully back, just pausing, integrating the energy healing with your open eyes, feeling into the body, grounding that experience into your waking experience. Welcome back. Thank you all so much for joining today. Thank you to Alicia for joining and participating and sharing her energy, her spirit, her words, her vibes, and co-creating this beautiful space today. If you want to experience us more together or separately together, stay tuned for details. Reach out about details of our Ahihik retreat or future retreats. Please follow her on Insight Timer, me as well. Give a donation if you'd like. You can reach out, to Alicia here in Insight or anywhere. You can ask me for her info. You can find me and my info everywhere. And thank you so much.
Thank you, Natalie, for the invitation, and thank you all for being present with us today. And it was a joy to be here. Thank you, Laura. Thank you, Kathy.
In the session, there was a lot of love that came through that I felt very, quite deeply. So that was, a message or something important that wanted to come through, was just this knowledge and remembrance of how much love is here for you. It's just a fact. It's an irrefutable fact. You can't not be in the presence of love. It's always here, and it's just about our perception that we forget. And so, yeah, that's messages for somebody that, love, infinite love, God, whatever you call that presence, that love is always here, whether we believe it or see it or feel it or not. Just like when the sun goes over the horizon, we might feel like, oh, the sun's gone, but it's not. It's just our perception. It's always there. It's always shining. So thank you, Cynthia. Kathy, nice.
Kathy, yeah.
Thank you, Melinda, for the donation.
Great, Andrea.
Beautiful. Soothing. Yeah, soothing energy is always nice to receive as well.
Definitely. All right. Thank you, Melinda.
So you can join me for future lives. Oh my gosh. Stay tuned for lives scheduled by us individually here in Insight. And reach out if you want to connect with us deeper one-on-one. You can inquire about that.
I noticed the bird song as well. It was beautiful. It's always there as well. It's the part of the love that was coming through. Nature.
All right. Well, have a beautiful morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are, and I will see you all very soon. And do you want to close with anything? Thank you, Alicia, for joining.
Just thank you for having me, and lots of love going out to everyone, and to you, Natalie. It's beautiful to be here. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Namaste.
Namaste. See you soon.
Have a blessed day yourself.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.